gigantic turnip. Once upon a time, an old man planted a turnip. After a few days, it grew and became an enormous turnip. The old man decided to pull the turnip out of the ground. He tried very hard but couldn't pull it out. So, he called out to his wife for help. The wife took hold of the old man who was holding the turnip. Together, they pulled and pulled but couldn't pull the turnip out. It was massive. Now, the wife called her granddaughter to help. The granddaughter took hold of the grandmother. The grandmother took hold of the old man, and the old man took hold of the turnip. They used all their strength but couldn't pull it out. Then the granddaughter called over the dog. The dog took hold of the granddaughter. The granddaughter took hold of her grandmother, who took hold of the old man, and the old man tightly held the turnip. The turnip is pulled out. Together they started pulling out the turnip, but couldn't pull it out. Now the dog called over the cat to help them. The cat took hold of the dog took hold of the granddaughter held the grandmother took hold of the old man took hold of the turnip. Together they used all their strength to pull the turnip out, but it was all in vain. Thereafter the cat called over the mouse. The mouse took hold of the cat took hold of the dog took hold of the granddaughter took hold of her the grandmother took hold of the old man firmly, and the old man firmly held the turnip. They pulled and pulled, and finally the huge turnip came out. It was the little mouse who ultimately helped to pull out the turnip. Even smallest creature is of great value. The muddy cart. In all the legends, Saint Nicholas is regarded as a kind character. This quality was attributed to him in the story in which he and Prophet Elijah were introduced together. It was autumn. One afternoon, a Russian peasant was driving along a heavy road. All of a sudden, his cart stuck fast in the mire. At that very moment, Saint Cassian came by. The peasant asked for help. "Help me, brother, to get my cart out of the mud." "Get along with you," replied Saint Cassian. "Do you think I am free and have time to waste with you here?" Saying this, he walked away. Soon, Saint Nicholas came that way. The peasant asked Saint Nicholas for help, and he stopped and helped the poor peasant. After some time, when the two saints arrived in heaven, the Lord asked them where they were and what they were doing. "I have been on earth," replied Saint Cassian with a very haughty attitude. In heaven, Saint Cassian continued, "and I happened to pass by a peasant whose cart had stuck in the mud. He cried out to me, saying, 'Help me to get my cart out.' But I did not want to spoil my heavenly clothes." Now the Lord asked Saint Nicholas, "Where were you?" "I have been on earth," said Saint Nicholas, whose clothes were covered with mud. "I went along that same road, and I helped the peasant to get his cart out of the mud." Then the Lord said, "Listen, Cassian, you did not help the peasant. Therefore, people will honor you by thanksgiving only once every 4 years. But do you, Nicholas, because you helped the peasant to set free his cart, people will honor you twice a year by thanksgiving." Since that day, it had become customary to offer prayers and thanksgiving to Nicholas twice a year, but to Cassian only once in 4 years.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.